What's up? Getting my connection going. All right, I'm bringing on my girl Rachel Platten right now. Let's see when she joins. I have to keep my eyes out for her. Rachel, when you come, so what's going to happen is we're going to just tell a little mama story, give some loves to the mamas, talk about her new book, her book for little babies. All right, I'm just keeping my eye out to see Rachel join. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? So I was just working out 2 seconds ago to a little Melissa Wood. Rachel, just post your name in the comments. Just say hi to me in the comments and I'll add you on, baby. Let's see, where is she? I don't see her. All right, well, I'll just talk to you guys until Rachel joins. I have to keep my eye on her. Okay, Rachel Platten has joined. Let's see, hold on a second. View, go live with Rachel Platten. We did it. All right, waiting for Rachel.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi, baby.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Gab.
Where are you? Why is your hair all wet?
I had a toddler experience this morning.
Are you outside in LA? You're outside? Oh, I'm losing you already. This is not good. Hi, Eddie.
Hi. Yeah,
So,
Violet got crap in my hair this morning. She threw a smoothie. She didn't mean to, really, I don't think. But she knocked a smoothie out of my hands and it landed all over my face. So,
I need to wash my hair. My hair is really dirty.
it
But I
feels
do
great.
I do have Rachel Platten hair right now. I wish, but I kind of do because I've been going to the
The
same
body.
colors. No, the color is Zoe's
Oh,
color.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's been lasting for a really long time, and people are saying to me, Gabby, why do you have? No, someone said to me, I love that you dyed your hair brown.
You guys, we have an amazing colorist named Zoe. She's in New York City, and she does this thing. You guys can ask your colorist. This is not what we're talking about today, but that's fine. But you can tell your colorist to balayage your hair so that when it grows out, it
Right.
the
It's
highlights.
black.
Yeah, mine too. You can't see, but
People were saying to me, wow, I really like that you dyed your hair brown. I was like, no, I just haven't dyed my hair in a long time. All right, so we have much more important things to talk about than our hair color. So I wanted to bring you on for many reasons, many reasons. Number one, we are soul sisters. I love you deeply.
I love
And
you so
we're
much.
right here. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. And we both had very beautiful experiences of difficult times during our early motherhood days that actually turned into miracles for both of us.
Right.
And I think it's important to give some hope and some love and some light to the mamas out there who might be struggling, particularly right now.
Yeah.
So we can talk a little bit about our experience, but then let's do like in AA, there's this thing where it's like experience, strength, and hope, where you tell your story and then you say where you are now to, your strength of the story and then what the hope is for the future, really.
I love that.
So I think that that's the message. It's not, this isn't a sad story. We're not telling sad stories today.
No, because there are beautiful, beautiful things that come out of every challenge that we go through. And we're always able to look back with hindsight and be like, I needed that. Thank you. Thank you for that. But in the middle of it, yeah. Okay. So I love that format. You go first because I'll learn.
Well, I can set you up because pretty much, what happened was Rachel had her daughter a month after I delivered Ollie. But actually the better part of the story starts here. I'm at like a noodle restaurant in New York City and I get this text from you being like, hey baby, you want to check in? And I was like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you I'm pregnant. Like I just started telling people and it's like 12 weeks. So I can start talking about her. Maybe I was like 13 or 14 weeks. And then you're like, holy shit, that's what I was calling to tell you. And we were both like calling to tell each other that we were pregnant in the same moment, which I thought was amazing. And then
I remember walking around my in Santa Monica and just being like, oh my God. Yeah.
Like pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then we both had really good pregnancies. I did. I think you did too, for
I
the
had an
most part.
easy, relatively, yeah, the first trimester it was like pretty typical, horrible,
Yeah,
but then it
I'm
was
not
easy.
looking forward to that
Yeah.
again. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But otherwise it was good. And then we had our babies, and then I started publicly sharing about 4 months postpartum that I was having postpartum depression and anxiety, and
Yeah.
I was putting it out there very, very publicly, and I have continued to all
Were,
throughout my
were you,
journey.
were you right away? Like right away you were sharing?
No, I was suffering for
Yeah.
months without realizing what it
Right.
was and not wanting to talk about it and feeling like I was a piece of shit and there was something wrong with me and I wasn't a good person and that everything in my life was awful and I wanted to. And it was exactly a year ago tomorrow on Mother's Day that I said in the back of the car, I want to kill myself. Like, that's the truth. That's where I was at. Um,
Oh my God,
but
Gab, I didn't know it got there. Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. I was just right before this call doing an EMDR session with my therapist about my sleep and the insomnia experience I had because I'm now trying to conceive again and wanting to, not take any melatonin or anything for sleep. And I was just bawling. I just let myself cry and cry and cry, and I just was letting it out. And it was
Good.
so important. I needed to have that cathartic moment of like really
The
getting
release
it
is so
out.
good.
Yeah, so I got it out in terms of just being sad for myself and where I was. But then I started speaking about it once I was medicated and diagnosed and on the path of recovery, at which point I get a phone call from Rachel and you're on tour
Yeah.
and you're like, I think I have that too.
Actually, no, I remember what happened. You were talking about it publicly, and I think I called you, and just as a friend, I was like, Gabby, I'm really struggling. I'm on a bus living with what's wrong with me? I'm playing for thousands of people at night. I should feel fulfilled. I have my baby with me. Why am I so scared? Why am I? And you were my friend Kelsey, one of you guys. I can't remember. Maybe I thought it was you. Maybe it might have been Kelsey, but I think it was you said to me, Rachel, I think this is more than um,
Oh, it was definitely me because I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
was like,
yeah. It was you.
you sound very similar and familiar.
You were like, honey, this is not. You're not just nervous. You're not just having anxiety. This is postpartum. And I think hearing that word was like extremely relieving because it put a label. Like sometimes you need to name something in order to start to own it and understand what's going on, so it's not just this big amorphous darkness hanging over you. So I think hearing it was amazing, but also it was really terrifying because I was like, oh my God, I'm that person that I didn't think I'd be that mother. I read a book called Fourth Trimester. I remember when I was pregnant, and in it the woman really deeply talks about her postpartum experience and postpartum depression. And I was in such spiritual bypass land that
Oh
I
yeah,
was
I didn't
like,
want to read any of
I
that.
I didn't want to read. I literally took the book. I was like, I don't even like the energy of this book.
And
And I
also, to that point, like any new mamas that are listening, any like mamas that are about to deliver that are watching, if what we're talking about is triggering, stop watching us
turn
right
it off.
now and just if anything does come, just know that if anything does come up, that there's help and you can DM
Yes.
me or Rachel and we'll help you, or that you can call your,
That's an
your
that's an important
OBGYN.
that's an
Yeah.
important point, that you don't have to put yourself in the energy of hearing those stories. Actually, but for my birth story, I just wanted to hear people's like of the most positive stories.
I did
But
not listen to anything negative, nothing
there
negative.
is there is a lot of beauty that comes out of both Gabby and I's stories. So if you are listening and you're like, there is light there too. I mean, huge, brilliant light. Like, oh my goodness. So Gabby told me, Rachel, I think this is what's going on, and I sobbed and sobbed, and then I started to take action. And I was like, okay, I can't just go with my spiritual. Like, do you guys know what the term spiritual bypass is? By the way,
Yeah, they do.
oh,
Yeah.
this is okay, great. So I was like, I can't do that shit. I have been doing that for 10 years. And I need real help. I need a psychologist. I need a therapist. I need medication if that's what I need. And I need like actual support. And I ended up getting all of this incredible support. The tour was amazing and really hard. I documented it a lot. And I remember playing Madison Square Garden. And that night, like right before I was gonna
You were
leave the
like
hotel room.
backstage, I think we spoke.
Yeah. I think I called you backstage. Yes. Right before I was about to go on, I was having a panic attack. I was having panic attacks so regularly. And then I got on stage, my dream venue, and had the most incredible concert. And the dichotomy of it was so strange. So anyway, that was like the peak horrible thing. And then I got home, I started doing acupuncture, I started taking Chinese herbs, and I got to the bottom of so much stuff that my mom texted me. I got to the bottom of so much stuff. And I think what I started realizing was the acceptance of what is. I don't need to resist what's happening to me. And I think that was a huge thing, a lesson that I learned in general was actually from this Tara Brach acronym RAIN that I use all the time for myself. It's recognize, allow, investigate, nurture. So the recognize is like,
What was the I? What was the I?
investigate. That's my favorite one. For me to walk.
Whoa, okay.
I'm gonna walk you guys through it really quickly because I was thinking yesterday. This is like I was telling a friend this thing. Gabby has a million incredible tools that
I want to
everybody
learn
needs
this. Go
to.
ahead.
Okay, so if you guys are feeling triggered in the next whatever, if something is striking you, it can be small. Like the other day, it was my daughter didn't want to eat the food I made her, and I had worked really hard, and it made me really sad. And I, like got frustrated and not lost my temper in front of her, but like was feeling it. So I went into the other room, and what I was gonna do was do spiritual bypass and like meditate and just like I'm bigger than this. And I realized that there was sadness there. So the recognize first was like, no, I can't go to this like happy, joyful place. First, I just need to feel like I am really sad right now. I am sad. I feel frustrated. I feel not in control. So the recognize and then the allow. Okay, that is what it is. Allow the present moment to be what it is. I'm not going to resist it. Yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm angry. You're not like inviting it, but you're saying like you have room on the bus too.
Yeah.
Then you get into the position. This is like the good part. You get into the position of how you're feeling. So you like embody it. If it's grief, like you like go there and you like, you know, and then you feel in your body, you investigate like, oh, I'm feeling it in my throat. It's in my stomach now. It's a tightening in my eyes. And then I ask the part of me, my throat, my tightened throat, what do you need to hear? Like it's like a child. Like I ask my belly, like, what do you need to hear? And it will often say that I'm not alone, that it's okay, that I'm held, that I belong. And then you embody, then you can go into like, for me, this is the part where the spiritual bypass is okay. Then I go into the like the force greater than me, and you can invite in whatever it is, the
Well,
divine.
that's not, you're definitely not spiritually bypassing at that point because
No,
you've worked
wrong
through
word.
it, and
Wrong
then
word.
you can let whatever additional support is available to you, that's always available to you, to come
Exactly.
in. hmm You know, I think that you said something really important, which I've repeated over and over in many different platforms and ways, which is this concept of reparenting and remothering yourself. And
Oh,
becoming a mother for me was a journey of learning how to mother myself. And the full embodiment of that journey that I've been going on has led me, my therapist for years would be like, your adult self can go, save the little girl. And I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I was like, no, like
yeah.
that's not.
You didn't
And now, like
resonate.
literally on the daily, like
Yes.
mom Gabby goes in and like saves baby Gabby and
Yes.
like brings her back and like hugs her and like puts her to sleep, like literally on the daily. So if that's something that, people are unfamiliar with, don't worry, I'm writing an entire book about it. But that mothering of yourself ultimately eventually can get to the place where you are literally bringing yourself back to safety. But that's where you end up.
The mama Rachel, mama Gabby, like I love her so much. She is so wise. We all have it. You don't have to become a mother to have that higher self mom version of you. Like that is that last step that when you turn to the mom person, the one who's always at peace, the one who
your
is like,
resourced self.
yes. Yes, and she's so wise and so amazing. Sometimes when I'm feeling really lost, I'll even look back at past journal entries where I've been with her. She's been who's talking. And even that will bring me such comfort. Gabby, I'm so glad that you're going to write a book on this because how important right now for us to know that we have the answers inside. We have that source of peace. We don't need to go anywhere else. That was another humongous lesson I learned this year was that it doesn't have to be through um like I don't know, I'd always turn to other people to get to my higher self. Do you know what I mean? Like I always would turn to like energy healers. You and I helped me kind of step away from someone that I gave way too much power to. I'd always give my power away. And part of me reparenting myself was realizing, wait a second, I have the channel. I have the channel to God. I have the channel to the divine. It's right here inside.
Yes, it is, Mama.
I
And
love
so
you.
in that time, so now let's tell the experience. We told the experience. Let's tell the strength and hope now. So the strength and hope for any mother listening or anyone who's suffering from an anxiety disorder at this time, or I don't even want to say disorder, but a condition, uh, because many people are suffering with mental illness at this time.
Yep.
For anyone that even was slightly leaning in that direction, it's probably far, it's gone really far out. I'm seeing it everywhere in my life, personally and professionally. So I want to just say that's real. That's okay.
Normal. It's okay.
There is a lot of support. One thing I'll just continue to repeat over and over is if someone is really truly suffering right now and doesn't have any resources or tools, I did a hour-long anxiety relief workshop. They can go to gabbybernstein.com/relief, and that's there. That's going to live there permanently. And that was my initial hit. Right when this hit was like, I need to give whatever all the 6 most important tools I use. Go. So that's available. But once you do practice the methods that you need to get out of the crisis, there's so much light on the other side. And I think that you and I both already acknowledged the big part, which is that relationship with your resourced self, which is that it's almost like you never have to feel alone or unsafe again, because you had this new relationship with a relationship to this part of you that can support you and hold you and save you and rest you and calm you. So that's available. And then, there is freedom on the other side. There's so much freedom on the other side.
I get so lit up. I think you did, like, hearing someone else acknowledge and say that you, like, just knowing that we have the answers inside of ourselves. It's the most empowering thing. It's been like the most incredible thing that has happened this year. But keep going. I'm sorry. I just get so excited.
No, I think that's the message. It's like, do the work, don't hide, don't run. If you do, moms, if you do get diagnosed with postpartum depression or anxiety and your psychiatrist gives or OBGYN prescribes you medication, don't be afraid to take it. That's my message. If you are definitely diagnosed properly, because that is a support system for you to get back to safety. That is not something.
It's not spiritual.
No, I am here a year later. A year ago, I wanted to take my life, and a year later, I am alive and happy and thriving, and medication saved my life. But the message I was going to say after that was, don't just take the medication. So if you do get diagnosed with any kind of mental illness, don't just take the medication and then just numb out. Do the work, because what happens when you take medication for any form, there's a level of safety that you will receive. The question is, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to just numb out and just be like, okay, I'm just going to take this pill? Or are you going to actually go deeper into unearthing and resolving the layers of core wounds that live beneath the actual activation? So that was my commitment, and yours as well. I mean, you didn't get medicated, but the commitment to going deeper into your own journey of personal growth and healing so someone's saying medication is not spiritual. Yes,
that's what I was saying that. Sorry.
Yeah, that was helpful for them.
Good, because I need to hear that. Hearing that Gabby had chosen that for me, because Gabby, for a lot of us, is like, oh, Gabby's the most spiritual. Gabby's, hearing that Gabby was going to go down that route was an invitation for me to actually get a psychologist, to not just try to turn to a meditation. Sometimes it's not enough, and that's okay. Well, and also even my hospital, even before labor, I remember someone, like, I got epidural eventually. Yeah. But someone told me, maybe it was you, like, God can work through Western medicine too.
Oh,
get into this, it's like,
you and I had a similar birth. Like, we got to 8 centimeters and then did the epidural. Yeah, go as far as you can, and then there's a time to tap out. If you want. But moms, here's the big message to the moms: chill, stop judging each other. But just respect each other, moms. Okay. It's not one way or the other. It's not.
Do you think there's judgment there? I haven't felt into that as much.
I don't feel the judgment because I'm not a magnet for it. But I think that in the world of motherhood, there's a tremendous amount of judgment around like, did you do a natural birth? Did you not do natural birth? Did you do a home birth? Did you not, did you take medication? There's a lot of judgment around medication. Now, if you're someone who's really suffering, you have to give yourself the resources and the tools that you need to really heal. Because it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. So I want to call that out. Oh yeah, she's gonna play music. She's gonna play music.
No. I moved into my studio because there was a motorcycle outside.
Right, but I want that. I have requested a private show live here on live stream. I've requested a live private show. Okay. But
Gabs, I have a question for you first. So I had a question personally that I was like, oh, I get to interview Gabby a little bit. I'm just gonna take advantage of it and ask what I need. So I'm curious, for social media for me, and this is a little turn. Do you think we wrapped up, by the way, how we needed to?
I wanted to wrap up one thing about Mental Health Awareness Month.
Go.
I just wanted to acknowledge that it is Mental Health Awareness Month, that mental health issues are on the rise, that the best do not be too spiritual to ask for help from a doctor or a psychiatrist, and know that there is a lot of resources that are available to us all throughout the world. And I hope to be one of those resources to truly help people that are having panic attacks, having depression, having mental disease. And when I say dis-ease, and I really, really am here for you. And I have a lot of free resources for anyone that needs them. And that's my message. And I wanted to make sure I got that out there.
Right.
Because I really care about people's mental health right now. It's a super serious conversation. Okay. Carry on.
It is absolutely. And I think the more that we are able, I said it on stage every night, and I will continue to blast it from the rooftops, is that the more that I own my shadows and that we own like these stories, and that we, show people that it's normal, that like, hey, a pop star or whatever, like that's a weird word, that, a musician that I look up to might be feeling that thing. Okay, this thing that I thought was stigmatized, this is normal. The more that, so I would say it on stage, just, I'd own it so that any moms in the audience who were feeling anything like that, or who had felt it in the past and didn't know what was going on, or ashamed, that they would understand it. I think it's like that for all mental health. Like, you just need to hear an example that like you're not alone, and that, that it's common, and that you're not a freak. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not like, it is so normal. So good for you for acknowledging it. And
far more normal than not. And you need whatever support you need to get well.
Yes.
Open to possibilities for support in whatever form they come.
And my mom's a therapist, and my dad's a psychologist, so I am well versed in getting there. Turning to.
I didn't realize that. I didn't know that about your parents. How interesting. Okay, there's a lot about you. It makes a lot of sense to me.
I love you. You guys, Gabby and I sometimes, maybe I would say like once, 4 times, 5 times a year, we'll have hours and hours long conversation where we just fall deeply in love, and like we're like, oh my god, of course, of course I would have thought that of you. Okay, but Gabs, I do have a question. I really need to know this. Your relationship with social media is so healthy. I feel like you never seem triggered by it. It's never an issue for you. You're constantly online and like putting out beautiful resources. I have a feeling it's because you have such a deep purpose behind how you're using it. But like for me, it's super triggering. I have a hard time with it. I don't love I love actually this is really wonderful because you're a friend, but like I have trouble with Instagram lives, with posts. I never know what to put up. And I'm always feeling, I don't know, like it's triggering for me. I don't like all like the fakeness on it. I don't know. I have trouble with social media, and you do it so well. How do you do it so well?
There's one really important answer. I have zero intention of being perceived as an influencer. My primary intention is to be perceived as a teacher. So I don't get on social media to be seen. I get on social media to serve. And I think that energy can be felt through every point of communication. And so, and that goes for anyone, not just a spiritual teacher. Any human, we are all the media, we all have a platform. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, what are we going to do with it? And are we going to wake up every day and try to be seen and obsess over the likes and, just like, photobomb our family to like get attention or whatever it is that we do? Or are we going to actually contribute something that's uplifting or generous or kind? And the reality is you do that because that's who you are. So every time your shiny, beautiful, smiley face joins Instagram, you're channeling love through the internet. And so the minor tweak is just getting on saying, how can I serve? Not anything else. Now, with so much of what you don't like and what you're receiving that's so uncomfortable for you is the feeling and the vibration of other people in that space of needing to be seen. And I have so much love and compassion for the little girl and little boy out there that's like posting to be seen. I love you and I hold you with so much compassion, but it's important to witness and recognize the ways that you're using this platform to just serve that underbelly, that part of you that doesn't feel good enough. Once again, I am writing a book for all of you. You are all taken care of, but it won't be out until 2/22/22.
That is a beautiful number. I saw when anyway, that's an amazing answer. And I think you're absolutely right. It's always when I go on just being like, I just need to share this because I need to serve this message because this is bigger than me and I need to be an example of what, this feels like. Those are the posts that feel the most authentic and that get the most authentic response back. So, and it's when I go on with conflicted like feeling of I should post something because I haven't in a while. I should like that. That's always
that's when you should just like walk away and have a banana.
It's hard for me. Okay, my other question is, I had one other question for you because I think that you have a lot of wisdom to share here. How are you balancing having a toddler now? Ollie's a toddler, right? Would you say?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Toddler.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Violet.
No babies. No more babies.
No more babies. All right, so how are you balancing Ollie as a toddler and your creativity? Like, for me, I have my own studio. I come here, but there's that torn feeling in my heart when Violet comes in to visit, and I was right in the middle of a song, and they're both the most beautiful things in my life, and they're hard to balance sometimes. So how do you find
well, we don't have any childcare at the moment because we have opted not to due to just safety reasons for everyone. And so with that, we've had to create a very serious routine. And that routine is all around his 3-hour nap in the middle of the day, which is the lifesaver of my life. And he's currently doing it right now. And
what's his schedule?
He goes down from 12 to 3. So I get him up at 7. It's a very clear routine. I get my son up at 7:30. I take him down for breakfast. Zach meets me at 8:30. I go to my desk from 8:30 to 11:30, and that's where I will write, or I will talk to my team, or I'll do whatever I have to do to get things done. But in an ideal world, within a week from now, I will clear my schedule. So I'm just writing at that time. And then I give Ollie lunch. I put him down at 12. And then I have from 12 to 3-ish, depending on when he wakes up. And I will do a little bit more. And at that time, I'm trying to record audios and meditations. I literally have to record an audiobook for my home next week, because I submitted a book last week and they want it out June 1st on Audible. So that's happening. So there's no shortage of things that I have to create at this time. It's definitely difficult, but the biggest thing I've been doing, and then at 3 o'clock, I take Oliver for a walk for an hour and a half. But the biggest thing I'm doing is have the routine in the schedule, and I have the grace of my husband, who's an excellent father, who takes him half the day as well. And then the other thing is I get up at 5:45 in the morning. So that is time to meditate and write. I also meditate every day from 12 to 12:40.
Amazing. Great. I thought people.
It's funny, Rachel.
We do a really serious routine too with Vi.
The routine and the schedule is just life-saving. It's just.
I thought the moms watching would probably be curious about how Gabby's
and
doing.
You know what? I kind of think it's awesome that I don't have childcare right now for multiple reasons. Number one, that I have had such a bond with him that I deeply needed, because I felt that I didn't totally get that in the early days because I was unwell. Number two, because, I'm really happy to be able to, authentically say, Oh yeah, working and childcare is no joke. Without
Yeah.
childcare is no joke. And really speak. And listen, I only have one child, and my child's like a Buddha, you know. So he really is like any psychic reading I've ever had. They're like, "Is your child like total Buddha baby?" And I'm like, "Mm-hmm, yes." So anyway, I'm just happy that I can speak to that. Although I would love for my son's nanny to be here if she could, because she's like part of our family. So we're gonna roll with it. Now I think everybody wants to hear you sing.
I
But
would love
before
to
you
say,
sing, do you have a copy of the book? The book's in Ollie's bedroom. I couldn't sneak it out.
oh my God, Gabby, Violet's book is in her bedroom and I couldn't sneak it out. It's
All right,
it's
so here's my shameless plug for Rachel Platten.
it's not meant to be. Gabby, maybe after you can just post a picture of the book again.
Oh, 100%.
I'll do it. I'll do it too.
No, but I need to talk about the book. So Rachel wrote a children's book called You Belong, and it is the lyrics of her song that she wrote for I Belong or You Belong.
You belong.
You belong. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking, so I was like, but I belong. Rachel wrote this gorgeous song when Violet was in utero, and then it became a book. And so mamas, gift this to your other mama friends for Mother's Day. Mamas, get this book for your child. My son looks at the book every night and he goes, because there's a dog on the cover. And there's also a little Oliver in there. There's a little redheaded munchie in there.
Yes, there is. And he kind of has a cute little round.
He looks like Ollie.
He looks like Ollie. He does look like
a redheaded munchie in there. So yeah, everybody go get your copy. Go to Amazon. Obviously, we'll post it. Yes.
Thanks, Gabs.
So what song do you want to sing?
You know what?
Or do you want to?
I do. I actually want to play you guys a brand new song. I just was thinking about it. And yeah, I just
You see how excited I just got?
You're so cute. Wait, but Gabs, do me a favor. Can you start the live over in like 2 seconds? Because I'm getting some feedback from you, and I don't know if it's me or you. So
if we start it, I'm not hearing you. I don't hear you.
Okay. All right, good. I'll
at all, like not even slightly.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Are you guys hearing anything? I can't see comments anymore. They froze, but
no, they're not hearing it.
Everyone's cool. Okay. So I wanted to play this brand new song for you because I don't know why. I just was feeling like I've been making all of this music. I'll show you guys my studio, by the way. And I've been
it's so cool.
It's cute in here. I've been making all this music, and I don't know. I just felt like gifting. I don't know. Like it's been just me in a cocoon in this little cave creating, and I felt safe to be able to like just I don't know share a little verse and chorus. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I haven't finished the whole thing, but
this is major. Oh my God, we're getting like what is this, like an album release moment?
No. So this actually song follows a lot of what I was talking about with Gabby about realizing that I don't need to go other places for answers, that I can turn inside, and that as much as I want to, please people and love on people and share my light and love with people, it matters more that I'm okay. And that's new for me as a mother, to realize that I'm ultimately in charge of my own state of mind, and that's it.
That feels good to me.
Okay. I know I'm wanted and I know I'm loved, but approval is such a drug. No amount's ever enough. And I got good at reaching out, asking everybody else. I wanna learn to help myself. Put my hand on my heart and my feet on the floor. I know I have the answers I've been looking for. I hope I make you proud, but honestly, it's really me who I can't let down. And all voice is sweet, but I'll be damned if I let it speak louder than me. Walk with me down the road. But the truth is, this life is my own. Whoa. And no one knows me more than me, who I am and what I need. So why do I always ask you? I just breathe in love, release all the fear. I know I am enough just by being here. And I hope I make you proud. But honestly, it's really me who I can't let down. I hope I make you proud. But I can't let that ever mean that I give away my power. Walk with me down the road. But the truth is, this life is my own. Yeah, the truth is, this life is my own.
You made me cry. That's so beautiful. I'm very, very moved by that song. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I also think that, like,
Thank you.
what a full circle, right?
Yeah.
And, like, what a big song for people that are the world that's struggling with exactly what you were asking about, of like the approval from others, the acknowledgement from others, you know? Like, I was thinking to myself while you were playing, I'm like, this should be the Instagram anthem. Because like everyone's just like needing other people's approval. And this is just like, nah, I'm good. Oh my God, you made me cry. I love you.
I love you so much. Someone told me recently, well, first of all, I have like goosebumps because I haven't shared anything with anyone, and I am so grateful that I was feeling scared to share, but like, and you don't know, like you write, like you do this, you write in a little cave, and you don't know if anything you're doing is, I mean, you know, in your heart, but thank you for letting it be a safe space to share in the music.
Post the lyrics. Like, I don't know what the rules are when you're a musician, like if you don't do that or something until it's out, but like there's something so meaningful. Like if that was like or I don't know, each, like, cause you're a poet, you know?
I love you.
Oh my God.
I love you so much.
So good. I love you.
Man. Oh my God, my daughter's up. Well, I don't show her face, but I'm gonna show the back of her little head because I want you guys to see.
Is she here?
Yeah. High five, bye. Hold on.
Wow.
High five, bye. Come here.
Everyone's.
Hi, my chick. Okay, that means I have to go.
Hi, Violet. Hi, little boy. Oh, she's so tiny, Rach. She's like a little tiny munchie.
She's my little cookie cooks. All right, that means I have to go. Oh, wait, I have to get her book. Who cares?
No, go get it right now. I'll talk to everybody. Go get the book right now. Go.
Okay.
Go.
We're going.
All right, we're getting the book. The book you belong. Hi, Violet, little Bushy. She looks exactly like you, by the way. It's hysterical. All right, well, we're going to wait for Rachel's book appearance here. We've got a song. We've got a book. We've got a story. We've got experience, strength, and hope. We've got so much happening in here.
Hi, Munchie. Okay, here's the book.
Oh, yep, there it is.
You belong.
Look at little Rachel and little Violet, and then the dog. That's how Oliver barks.
Okay, I gotta go be a mom.
I love you. I love you. Happy Mother's Day, my sweetheart.
Happy Mother's Day, Gabs.
That song is so unbelievable. Like, it's everything you've been going through. It's everything that so many people resonate with. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
I want to cry. Thank you. I love you, Gabs. I love you all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Happy Mother's Day, mamas. I love you guys. Happy Mother's Day. I'm crying still. Okay. Goodbye.